Ladies and gentlemen, another day means more news coming out for Grand Summoners, and this time it involves Toho. About a week ago, we saw the part 1 of Toho. It was great. It looked really good. Both units seemed very strong. But now we have part 2 of Toho finally getting revealed. And this part also seems pretty solid. I don't know if I would say it's overall better than part 1. I think it's kind of maybe on the same level. So Youmu, this is her entire kit here. And I'll just tell you right now, this girl is a J archetype or a gray archetype. Art gauge every single wave, and you get some kind of buff on your true art. For hers, it's that every time you use her true art, you increase your own attack by 60%, which is great considering she does have the ratio passive, so this is a ton of additional damage on top of the attack buff. She has a bit of team viability with the 50 arts. I really like that. The super art, though, is kind of similar to that of Saito Hajime's, where you're able to ignore enemies' defense and you double the damage multiplier of the super art. I do kind of hate the fact that there's no accuracy tied to this or anything else. I think that would have been great for her. As you see here, she has a BGM as well, and her BGM just increases her own skill CT speed by 15%. This BGM will play whenever you use her super art, of course, and I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think this is a BGM that you're gonna want to be playing too much, considering the skill CT speed is okay, but in reality, you're better off probably using someone else's BGM, because if I'm not mistaken, only one of these can be playing at once. So if you're running like her on the team with like Reimu, for an example, it might be a lot better to have their BGMs playing consistently instead of hers. Like, you probably only want hers to be up whenever you actually use the super art. Of course, though, she does have a true weapon, and her true weapon is able to reduce the enemy's damage res by 20%. And if she is above 80% HP, you get a bit more DR down. And then when it's equipped by her, she gets more attack, which may not seem too crazy, but considering the fact she does have the ratio passive, this also works directly as a damage up for her. I really wish the true weapon would have gave her something else. That's kind of the only issue I have with her. I love this character design. I love these type of archetypes as well, you know, like Jay, Okaroon, all that. But I would have just loved to seen some kind of accuracy possibly in the kit here. I just feel like it kind of fits this character, and the fact that we're not getting that is a little weird. Also, if I'm not mistaken, this is like the time mage character. You guys can correct me down below, but for the time mage to not have like anything involving time in the kit is also a little strange to me. They made another wave clearer, supercharger, whatever you want to call this archetype. So if you don't have Okaroon, or even if you do have Okaroon, getting a character like this is going to be great. Actually, now come to think about it, you could use her and Okaroon on the same team. Okaroon is going to keep ramping up her attack and physical damage and make her hit insanely hard. You already have Okaroon, I could say that you could safely skip this character because she's definitely not dethroning Okaroon as like the king of that archetype. We got the next character named Yuko. I don't know if I would really call her a support unit because she doesn't really have like everything that I would say a support unit needs, but she is able to buff the team, heal the team, and even give the team a little bit of art gen. So here's the kit right here. You can see we have art gauge on the art and also a dark res down. We have a heal on the skill. This heal only lasts for 7 seconds, but it heals everybody's HP by 2%. We also have a 100% chance to inflict paralysis with that true art, and we increase our own damage against enemies with stats elements by 300%. And that's kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's actually a really strong damage buff just for a true art. I kind of hate that it's only for the true art there, but one thing I do love is that at least the true art is able to inflict paralysis. We have a super art that's going to be increasing everybody's attack and reducing the enemy's magic res by 150. In terms of the passive here, we have increased own damage against enemies under 30% HP by 100%, and then while her battle music is playing, you increase your own heal amount by 20%. Also, she has a ratio passive, and her ratio passive involves heal amount. The more attack she has, the more her skill is going to heal. Not to mention, she has that 5-star heal slot, so it's going to make even that stronger. And then this is the weirdest one to me. She has a revive. I don't know why she would have a revive, but she's able to revive. This has to be like one of the first times ever that a unit just has a revive that's not a taunt tank. I mean, I know like Yusuke has one, Narum can revive the whole team, but this has to be like one of the first ones in a very long time that just has a built-in revive mechanic that isn't a taunt tank. But those are the two units there. I'm gonna be honest here, I think Youmu is going to see the most success immediately. We know how this archetype works. We know what to expect with these type of characters. Everybody knows how to use them. You're just going to spam the true art, use the super art to deal big deeps, and rinse and repeat on every single stage. As for someone like Yuko, I think it might be a bit hard to see her relevance or even how strong she might be right out the gate. I think this character overall isn't bad, but I do believe she is possibly the weakest character of the bunch, which really sucks in my opinion, since whenever I saw her animations and everything, I thought she looked the best out of everyone. But hey, you guys let me know down below in the comment section what you all think about him. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far, please make sure to hit that like and sub and all that type of stuff. Now for the last bit of stuff here, I want to just talk about the equips. Some of these equips are looking very good, like insanely good for pretty much everyone. This sword is able to increase your own physical damage by 60%. If it's used for the first time, you get 50 arc gauge. Additionally, if this is used for the first time and user is Earth, you increase your own arc gauge by 100 instead. Very strong stuff here for every single Earth attacker out there. We also have the Tower Sword. The Tower Sword is able to increase your own attack by 80%, but if you're Earth, you get 130% attack instead. Very good stuff for any character that is Earth and has a ratio passive. You're going to see a lot of additional damage with this sword. Finally, Earth has like the stacking elemental damage support item. Not like get elemental damage based on how many times this equip has been used or something. I'm talking about the one that is, hey, you put this on the team, if you have 4 Earth allies, you get a 120% damage buff. Finally, it's in the game. I don't know why it took them so long to add one for Earth. And then lastly, we have Yumu's headband. I'm just going to be honest, everything that is Youmu related is 100% worth picking up as a brand new player or even someone who's played the game forever, since this one is just a arc gauge up and spirit allies get 50% more attack. Great AoE art shit item, especially if you don't have some of the other like really goated ones that have came out with past crossovers. Make sure you pick up Yumu's headband. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been your boy P. Tell me down below how you all feel about part 2 of this crossover. Are you excited? Is it kind of whatever to you? Is it a crossover that really is front loaded and not really that good when it comes to the second part? Let me know all that type of stuff down below in the comment section. I would love to read it. Oh, and if you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend you click on this video right here. It's a great piece of content. I'll meet you over there. But before you leave, don't forget to drink water.